A warm welcome to one and all. Dear friends, I want to formally introduce myself. Dr. Rashmi Joshi Sabalkar, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Sri RLT College of Science, Sakola. Friends, today this is our 11th lecture and we are going to start a new unit 6th, aquaculture. So today in this first lecture of aquaculture unit, we will study the importance, scope, and present status in India. Aquaculture, importance, its scope, and its present status in India. So, let's see. Now, friends, what is aquaculture? So, let's see history of aquaculture. Since 70% of the world's surface is covered in water, humans have realized its importance as a resource. For this reason, one of the area heavily exploited regarding the use of water as a resource is aquaculture, especially in the production of food as opposed to using the terrestrial land. Aquaculture is the process of rearing, breeding, and harvesting of aquatic species, both animals and plants. See, in aquaculture, both the plants and animal species can be reared. So, it may be animals or plants. Any type of culture is developed under the aquaculture. In controlled aquatic environments like the oceans, lakes, rivers, ponds, and streams. Any water body like oceans, lakes, rivers, ponds, and streams, the rearing or culture of animal species or plant species can be done. So, this is aquaculture. It serves different purposes, including food production, restoration of threatened and endangered species populations, wild stock population enhancement, the building of aquariums, and fish cultures and habitat restoration. See, why this aquaculture can be done, how it is advantageous. So there are some reasons, different purposes are there, so including food production. So for producing or production of food, aquaculture can be done. Then restoration of threatened and endangered species population. If some plant species and animal species which are getting endangered, so or having the threat of endangering the species, the restoration can be done by doing the aquaculture. This is the second advantage. Then the next is the wild stock population enhancement. The wild stock population, some species which are wild in nature can be enhanced with the help of doing culture or aquaculture. The building of aquariums, it is for decorative purposes, the building of aquariums and fish cultures and habit restorations. So these are the reasons why aquaculture is advantageous or why it is done. So now, there are different types of aquaculture and there are many importance of aquaculture. So, aquaculture, less commonly spelled as aquiculture, also known as aqua farming, is the farming of fish. See, aqua farming is the farming of fish in which crustaceans, mollusks, aquatic plants, algae and other organisms can be cultured. This is the definition of aquaculture. How will you define aquaculture? So, it is also spelled as aquiculture and also known as aqua farming. The farming of fishes is known as aqua farming. Now, aquaculture also consists of culture of crustaceans, culturing mollusks, culturing aquatic plants, culturing algae, and also other organisms. So, under aquaculture, such types of culture methods are used. Now, aquaculture involves cultivating freshwater and saltwater populations under controlled conditions. So, friends, Aquaculture can be done in two ways, in fresh water or in salt water also, in two conditions, under controlled conditions, okay, and can be contrasted with commercial fishing, which is the harvesting of wild fish. So commercial fishing can be done under the aquaculture. Now, mariculture refers to aquaculture practiced in marine environments and in underwater habitats. See here, mariculture. One more terminology we are going to know here, that mariculture. Mariculture is the marine water practices, aquaculture practices in marine water. It is called as mariculture. And the other type is in freshwater aquaculture, which is done in the freshwater bodies. Okay. Now, there are different types of aquaculture depending on hydrobiological features, depending on motive of farming, depending on spatial operational techniques. See, again, one bifurcation or one types of aquaculture we have seen, that is mariculture and freshwater aquaculture, that are on the basis of type of water used for culturing the method. Now, the other type of aquaculture is depending on hydrobiological features. So types of water, hydrobiological features, then depending on motive of farming, that aquaculture is done for fish farming, motive is commercial. Okay, now depending on spatial operational techniques, the techniques used for aquaculture, on that basis also type of aquaculture is classified. Then various types of cultural practices are carried out in each of these divisions. Some have been discussed here. The first is mariculture, second is fish farming, and third is alga culture. On these three types of aquaculture, it is further classified into mariculture, fish farming, and alga culture. Now, here, what is alga culture? Alga culture is a type of aquaculture involving the cultivation of algae. See here, the production of algae or culture of algae is done, which is called as alga culture. Algae are microbial organisms that share animal and plant characteristics. Both the characteristics of animal and plants are are observed under the algae, and it is a microbial organism. They are sometimes motile like other microbes, but they also contain chloroplasts that make them green and allow them to photosynthesize just like green plants. So this alga culture is done. Now we will see what is mariculture and what is fish farming. So let's see mariculture. So mariculture is aquaculture that involves the use of seawater. I have told you in the first slide, I have mentioned that mariculture is the aquaculture that involves the use of seawater or marine water. It is either be done next to an ocean with the sectioned off part of the ocean or in ponds separate from the ocean but containing seawater all the same. See, ponds are made, backwater streams are also used, or oceans also, by making sections in that or tanks, the aquaculture is done. But one thing is important, that the water used there is the seawater. It comes under the mariculture. The organisms breed there here range from mollusks to seafood options like prawn and other shellfish and even seaweed. See here, in mariculture, what is cultured? Which animals or plants are cultured? So the range from mollusks to seafood. Some mollusks and more other seafoods also are cultured in mariculture, like prawn and other shellfishes. Some shellfishes are cultured here, prawns are cultured, and some mollusks are cultured here. And the seaweed means the plant variety which are cultured in the marine water. So this type of culture is done in mariculture. Growing plants like seaweed are also part of mariculture. These sea plant and animal species find many uses in manufacturing industries. These sea plants, which one? Those are cultured in mariculture. These sea plants and animal species find many uses in manufacturing industries, such as in cosmetics and jewelry, where collagen from seaweed is used to make facial creams. See, the use of this mariculture production, this mariculture production of plants and sea animals helps in the industry manufacturing industries. How they are used? So the contained from them, that is in cosmetics and jewelry, the mollusks, that pearls and all that gems and jewelry is used in the jewelry industry. And in cosmetics, the proteins and other collagens are used in the cosmetic industries for making creams and facial creams. Then pearls are picked from mollusks and made into fashion items. So this type of mariculture is done and used in the industrial uses also, industrial manufacturing also. Now the second type is fish farming. Fish farming is the most common type of aquaculture. It involves the selective breeding of fish either in freshwater or in seawater with the purpose of production of a food source for consumption. Fish farming is highly exploited as it allows for the production of a cheap source of protein. uh, Fish farming is highly exploited. Why it is highly exploited? As it allows for the production of a cheap source of protein. Very in few amount or in few cheap rate, the protein content is available due to the fishes. So this farming is exploited because of this reason. Furthermore, fish farming is easier to do than other kinds of farming, as fish are not care intensive but only requiring food and proper water conditions as well as temperatures. See, fish farming is very easy than other type of farming. How it is easy to produce or to do fish farming? So the reason is that fish are not care intensive, not very much care to be taken by the fish farmers. Easily the production of fishes can be done, but only requiring what they require. Fish farming requires food and proper water conditions as well as temperature. So these conditions are important, which are very easy to do and to produce or to increase the production of fishes. The conditions are requiring food and proper water conditions and proper temperature should be maintained. So because of these reasons, the fish farming is easy. The process is also less land intensive, as the size of ponds required to grow some fish species such as tilapia is much smaller than the space required to grow the same amount of protein from beef cattle. See, here it is comparison given that how beef cattle protein is the requirement of space for beef cattle protein is more than the fish farming. So fish farming is advantageous as compared to the cattle. Then economic benefits of aquaculture. What are the economic benefits of aquaculture and why India is acquiring the aquaculture dominantly? So the first is alternative food source. It is the alternative food source, means aquaculture giving the production of different types of seaweeds, seafood and fishes is the alternative food source. Fish and other seafoods are good sources of protein. They also have more nutritional value, like the additional of natural oils into the diet, such as omega-3 fatty acids. Also, since it offers white meat, it is better for the blood to reduce cholesterol levels as opposed to the beef red meat. Again, it is compared with beef red meat. So these points are advantageous and it is the good source of alternative food source. So that's why It is one of the economic benefit of aquaculture that alternative food source can be made available for the for the people. Then alternative fuel source, fishes or fish farming is the alternative fuel source, good alternative fuel source. Algae are slowly being developed into alternative fuel sources by having them produce fuels that can replace contemporary fossil fuels. See, fossil fuels and other fuels are nowadays replacing the alternative fuel source. Algae produce lipids that, if harvested, can be burned as an alternative fuel source, whose only byproducts would be water when burnt. The byproduct is also only the water when it is burnt. So no pollution and no other contamination, and in the easiest way and cheapest way the fuel source get available. So it is the alternative fuel source, good and excellent alternative fuel source. Now, the third economic benefit of aquaculture is increased jobs in the market. It also creates employment for the people of India. So, it is the most advantageous point that it increases jobs in the market. Aquaculture increases the number of possible jobs in the market. It provides both new products for a market and creates job opportunities as labor is required to maintain the pools and harvest the organisms grown. So these are the three benefits, economic benefits of aquaculture. Let's see again. It reduces seafood trade deficit. How it reduces seafood trade? The seafood trade in America is mainly based on trade from Asia and Europe, with most of its being imported. The resultant balance places a trade deficit on the nation. So, maximum food is exported from our country, and this reduces the seafood trade deficit in India. Now, the next point is creates a barrier against pollution with mollusks and seaweeds. Mollusks are filter feeders, while seaweeds act a lot like the grass of the sea. Both these organisms sift the water that flows through them and as brought it by the current and clean the water. So water cleanliness or water purification can be done with the by the help of these mollusks and seaweeds. So friends, see here, creates a barrier against pollution. It controls pollution. It controls pollution. The mollusks and seaweed production or farming controls the water pollution with the help of current and clean water filtration. Now, the next again economic importance for the aquaculture is it reduces fishing pressure on wild stock. The practice of aquaculture allows for alternative sources of food instead of fishing the same species in their natural habitats. See, in the natural habitat, the farming is done and the wild stock reduces fishing pressure on wild stock. So this is also one of the reason. Then low environmental impact. Studies conducted by NOAA indicates aquaculture poses a low risk to the environment. Aquaculture is environment loving and there is very low amount of risk is there for doing aquaculture. So it is also eco-friendly type of environment can be formed here. Now, water uses. One more important point is water uses. Aquaculture system often takes advantage of harvested runoffs, storm water, and surface water. This reduces the dependency on other sources of water supply. So it also economically how it is important that it also uses waters from runoffs, storm water, and surface waters. So the water supply sources can be, it is not dependent on the water supply sources also. Importance of aquaculture. Some here are the importance of aquaculture. Some are I have mentioned here. See, the first one is health benefits. How it provides the health benefits. So aquaculture all over the world, the demand for seafood has increased because people have learned that seafood are healthier and help fight cardiovascular diseases.
cancer, Alzheimer's, and many other major illness. Now, seafood have become part of regular diets. So, how this aquaculture or seafood habits are health benefited? So, this is one of the most important reason or benefit of aquaculture production. Sustainable use of sea sources. Aquaculture provides alternatives for fishing from the sea, an increase in demand for food sources, and globalization has led to an increase in fishing. Aquaculture is currently estimated to account for approximately 13%, that is 10.2 million tons of world fish production. See, in our country, aquaculture is currently estimated to account for approximately 13%. Throughout the world, the amount of production of from aquaculture in India, 13% part is produced by India. So, sustainable use of sea sources. It is the sustainable use of sea resources. Now, the next one is conservation of biodiversity. Now, one of the most important part of aquaculture is it conserves the biodiversity. How it conserves? Aquacultures also protect biodiversity by reducing the fishing activities on the wild stock in their ecosystems. The natural resources are conserved here. By providing alternatives to fishing, there is a reduced attack on the wild population of the various species in the sea. Now, the fourth, increased efficiency, more resources for less efforts. Fish convert feed into body protein more efficiently than cattle or chicken production. It is much more efficient, meaning that the fish companies make more food for less feed. Less feed is required and more production is getting. So, this is the plus point here, that less food is required and more production is done. Such efficiency means that less food and energy is used to produce food, meaning that the production process is cheaper as well. It saves resources and even allows for more food to be produced, leading to secure reserves and less stress on the environment. So, how it is beneficial? See, environment is also not disturbed, ecosystem is balanced, and food production is done in very low amount of energy, and food provided to the production is also in very less amount. Aquacultures will add to wild seafood and make it cheaper and accessible to all, especially in regions where they depend on imported seafood products. This is the most important reason or benefit or importance of aquaculture. The next one is reduced environmental disturbance. I previously told you that it conserves the environment and it balances the ecosystem. How it helps in environment disturbance, reducing the environment disturbance? By increasing aquaculture, fish farming in specific, there is a reduced need for the fishing of the wild stock. As an outcome, it puts less stress on the ecosystem and equally reduces human interference. Now, actions of motorboats and other human influences such as the removal of viable breeding adult fish are all stresses put on the aquatic ecosystem, and their discontinuation allows the ecosystem to flourish and find their natural balance. So friends, these are the these are the we have discussed today, that what is the importance, what are the benefits of aquaculture in India, and what is aquaculture, what is fish farming, mariculture. So it was the introductory lecture and first part of our unit 6 aquaculture, introduction, importance and scope of aquaculture in India. So friends, I think you all understood the importance of fish farming or aquaculture. Now, in the next lecture, we will see or we will study
the second part, that how fish farming is done, what are the different types of tanks are used for fish production, and more. So friends, till now, goodbye. Bye everybody.